welcome back everybody. I'm Trey Herrera for those who are new. What do we have behind me? We have a 04 GTO with all the Holden goodies. What are we doing to this car? What are we gonna do to this car is we're gonna do an LSA supercharger on this, like OG Trey Herrera video. So this is an LS1 car. I believe the engine has been gone through a refresh, has a BTR stage 2, I like to believe, cam in it, but we have a ton of goodies to film on this thing, get it tuned up. It's an automatic car and it's gonna make a lot of noise. So this thing is also on coilovers. We have new wheels to put on it. Obviously nobody likes the flower power wheels on the GTO, so we're gonna get rid of the flower power wheels. He has a nice choice of wheels. Sorry for my torch, but yeah, things clean. It's clean. He has the Holden front bumper. It's pretty nice. Let me show you guys under the hood before we get going on this guy. So currently, obviously we're in Colorado, but he has a really nice intake. Fast, what is this? Is this 102? What is this? Fast 92. So he has OTR intake. These things work really well. Yeah, so he should be making some good steam after this. Now he did get the LSA kit from Boost District. Shout out to Roshan, and we'll be documenting the whole thing and showing the gains from NA to supercharge with all the boost. So as you guys remember or not remember, I made roughly about I made 630 on my supercharger setup, 645 torque. So we're expecting very similar horsepower and torque ratings out of this thing. And but yeah, his whole setup, it should be easily capable of making more than that if he wanted to turn up the boost later or do any kind of upgrades later. So this should be a really good modification. Now I know I haven't filmed in a few weeks. I actually knew I knew if I didn't buy another GoPro, I probably wouldn't film YouTube videos. And with some encouragement from my wife, I'm back making videos. We will not be starting on the LSA just yet. We had a little mishaps on the injectors. The injectors he ordered, unfortunately, were LS1 injectors, and we needed LS3 style injectors. So I had to send those back. I overnighted them. Hopefully we have those back within the next day or two, but we will be showing this whole car on video, start to finish. With the LSA install and fuel pump gauges, motor mounts, let's see what else. Something else, wheels. I might do wheels today just because flower powers need to go, and because I think all GTOs look better with aftermarket wheels. As long as you don't put something crazy like a 22 on there, we're golden. We are 90%, I would like to say. There's a ton of fine little stuff to do, but we are 90%. Let me move. Boom, there's the light. So turbo stuff. I still got to figure out wastegate mounting. So obviously hood is not going to close. I did want it to close, but with large frame turbo on these engine bays, it's not going to work unless I wanted to cut it up. I cut it up a little bit right in here, but I am actually going to plate it back. And then we're also waiting on a radiator. I ordered a Griffin radiator from this for this. With the specifications I needed. We went to a drive-by cable throttle body, so everything's wired up for the most part. There's a couple of odd end things I got to do. As you guys can see, I have some loose odds and ends. I already got the drive shaft in, clutch lines in. I got a wall barrel full. Let's see, what is this? This is a 525 pump. We're gonna do a single pump on this to start, and then possibly add some fuel later. Yeah, so we're making a lot of moves. Literally I have this week to work on this guy, and to get my shop all cleaned up. It is a mess in here. I've been working a ton. So yeah, I didn't film any of this. I made motor mounts, I made transmission cross member. I have a whole list of things to do here. Dry erase on the window. Still a whole list of to do in here. It's a mess right now because I've been using it as a truck. So yeah, lots to do, lots to clean up, but this is the whole reason we film this stuff, so you guys can see it in its ugly phases and in its beautiful phases. So lots to do. I got to rewire some harnesses. wire up the rest of the Holley system. This week is gonna be a busy one. I ordered new intercooler piping for this. The 3-inch intercooler piping is not gonna work on this, so I have to adapt it down to 2.5 to fit in these small crevices here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but these small crevices. So I'll be fabbing up some new intercooler piping. I did get the intercooler mounted. Let me show you guys that. Come on bumper, come on bumper, there we go. Intercooler's mounted. I welded up some tabs. This aluminum actually didn't want to weld for me at all. I could not, since I'm new at aluminum TIG welding, I could not find the balance, get it to work. I thought I cleaned it enough, but yeah, it was a little tough, so these are a little ugly. I got a good one and some nastiness, but I did get it to fuse, so whatever, nothing, a little sanding, and then I could go over it and purge it again or something. Got the intercooler mounted, and first things first, I'm gonna do this fuel pump. So Walbro 525 is going in this guy. It's gonna be on E85. I am using factory lines on this one, so it's a -6 feed, -6 return. That should, with a base pressure of 43 PSI, that should go pretty far. Factory lines are hard lines, so they'll handle the E85. Yeah, but I do have a whole pack of -8 PTFE lines that if this is not sufficient for now, I'll be able to switch those over. All right guys, move the GTO out. These are all the parts for the GTO. We got wheels, really pretty hydro dip supercharger. We got my wife.
Hello everybody.
So what's going on?
Remodeling
Remodeling
our office.
So
yeah.
So they're in here painting. It was a really ugly gray before. We're actually gonna get a proper desk and everything, all of my computer set up.
Yeah.
So I can actually make videos here, edit them here, upload them here, so then I could be way more efficient, because as soon as I go home, it's all about my baby boy, so.
Yes, for sure. So that's what we're doing. So excited to finally get this office looking really pretty and way more professional looking. And I mean, it's already professional, but even more.
Yeah. What you eating? They're fire though, huh? Mm-hmm. Fire. Alright guys, so what's next? What is next? I still got to do my fuel pressure regulator on this thing. We also got to go and pick up some stainless for the up pipe. And then I still got to weld in my wastegate. So wastegate's going to go right in here. And then wastegate 2 right in there. But I'll have the wastegate here and then dump along with the hood exit. No, this was not the plan initially. The plan was actually to run it deep in there and run a full exhaust. But to get the car going sooner than later, this is what's going to have to work. Most likely we'll be doing a twin turbo setup next, but for now this is what's going to work. So first setup, and then come spring or so, we're going to do a twin 62s or 67s or something to make all the jam. All right guys, so this is what I'm thinking right now. Clearly I don't have the rest of the intercooler piping yet. That'll be tomorrow. That'll be for tomorrow's video. But so far, this would be sick. Initially I was gonna run this to the side, but I have my radiator. My radiator is actually gonna fit right in here, probably pretty close to this. Obviously this is my old intercooler pipe setup. This is not gonna work in this, but I just wanted to do a quick tester, right? All right, so what I'm thinking is it running down this way, hook shot through here, through the intercooler, this up here, along with the IAT sensor. So, and then I have my radiator right in here. But so far so good, everything looks good. In all honesty, I was not trying to run the turbo out the hood, but that's what's going on. So we're literally gonna go hoodless for a little bit. Engine is like 99.9%. I still need to get, what is this? This is my TPS. I need to get a new TPS tomorrow, and then my fuel sensor for the Holly, and then engine harness is done. I just got to wire it up to the battery and the ignition, and then we're good to go. All right, so I did get the word from the customer that he had contacted Dishworks, so hopefully we'll be getting injectors within the next day or two and working on this thing. I'm really excited. Supercharged setups are always near and dear to my heart. They're super fun. Obviously, it's a big bulk of money. Otherwise, I would have went supercharger on this particular car. And I'm not going to rule it out. I may go back to supercharger on the Z. I think all that torque and this light chassis would be so much fun, and then I'll actually be able to run a full exhaust. I love the way long tubes X-pipe and a full exhaust sound on LS, especially with it being supercharged. It sounds so rowdy, and at some point I would like to get back to that. So but yeah, this is gonna be sick.